Hi everyone, it's Mel here. I just wanted to make a little video for you to kind of go over, what classes we have this fall, because we definitely have some exciting stuff going on. I'm just opening my laptop here so that I can remember what classes we have this fall. So a lot of our classes start in October, actually. Now, we do have several that start in September as well. The ones I teach start in October. Several of the other ones do start in September. So just make sure that when you're registering, you do check out the dates that the class is starting. And there's also a calendar on each registration that shows you what days we're off, if there's any holidays or things like that. So as you might know by now, we have two businesses and two websites. So we have Melodrama, which is melodramakids.com, and that's where you'll find our traditional performance classes, which I teach. And those are meeting weekly on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. There's 4 different options for days and times. And we basically meet for an hour a week. And then at the very last class, we invite family in. And it's usually a play that I've written that the kids perform, and they develop a ton of skills in those classes. It's a good starting point for the slightly older, like 5 to 8 year olds is what we normally target for that class. But when I say slightly older, basically what I mean by that is there is a class that I like kids to take before they take that class, and that's the beginner drama class, and we're up to 3 of those a week now. If you have a child who is not in kindergarten yet, they do have to be 4. Or if you have a child who's in kindergarten, 1st or 2nd grade, but who has never done a class with us before, the beginner class is a really good place to start, because it's very similar to the performance class, except it doesn't have the scary performance that, some kids are just not ready for. And even if you feel your child would be ready for the performance class, I still think that there is so much to learn in the beginner class before they transition to the performance class. And I think it's a wise place to start for our 4, 5, 6, even 7-year-olds for that one. So those are Melodrama classes. Also, we have all of our popular improv classes on our Melodrama website as well. Just popping in here. We also have our freestyle drama class is very popular for our kids who just want to come in week after week, do drama, act out scenes, act out skits, act out commercials. Have fun, with their imaginations and their creativity, but not have to feel the pressure of a rehearsal every week for a final performance. So, that's a really good class for the kids who just want to do a fun thing every week. So check out our freestyle drama class. We also have the fabulous Jen Moran, who teaches our acting for the camera classes. So this coming fall, Jen has 2 options for that. The first one is called Auditioning for the Screen. And this is traditionally how casting companies audition their kids. And in our musical theater business, in our program, we also often ask kids to send in video auditions. So this is a really insightful class for the kids to, figure out how do they start, where do they start? How do they slate their name? Should they be looking directly at the camera or slightly away from the camera? All of those kinds of things. So that's called Auditioning for the Screen. That one's on Tuesdays. That one starts in September. And then the other class that Jen is teaching is Scene Study for Camera. Very popular class. She also teaches 2 camps during the summer that fill up immediately. They're the Sherlock Holmes murder mystery camps. And she goes all out with costumes and the furniture and all kinds of stuff, has interns in with her. It's a really, really cool class, particularly for kids who are interested in kind of having a movie at the end of the session. We also have a wonderful new class taught by Jen Fay, who is actually the president of our nonprofit, Mellow Musical. Jen was a principal for years, and she's got all the skills. She's amazing. We recently, just during the summer, it's called Writers Inc. And it's a class where children come together and they come up with an idea led by, Jen guiding them through the brainstorming process, they come up with an idea for a book, and together they write and illustrate the book. And Jen has it printed for them, and they all get a copy of their book. Now, during the summer, we raised money doing that by selling the book for charity. We won't be doing that this fall just because of time constraints, but that was really beautiful, and we're looking forward to sending off those checks to those charities. So that's Writers Inc. There's 2 different age groups for that one. We also, I told you about the beginner class and the improv classes. Oh, this is a fun one. This is Christopher's class, Inventing a Play Through the Art of Improv. So if your child really has taken a few of our improv classes, and I do recommend they take the improv classes before this because it's the next step, they end up writing their own show based on improv. So they'll improvise some scenes, that gives them the idea, and then they start writing a show and they perform it in the last class. That is a 12 to 16-year-old class. I think we only have 2 spots left in that one, just a heads up. Most of our classes only have a couple of spots left. I think that's everything, at least over in Melodrama. And then if you navigate over to melomusical.org, that's where you're going to get more of our musical theatre classes. Now, our musical theatre program is rarely listed on our websites, and I know it causes a lot of confusion. The main reason being that they usually fill up before we even get them to the websites, because we do have a loyalty program with our musicals where we offer spots out in 3 tiers. And the first tier of registration goes to the kids who are currently involved in our musical theatre program, and a lot of the times that just fills it up naturally. The second tier is a wait list, and of course, we will post the wait list on the website. And then the third tier is that it goes out to the public. So if you are interested in our musical theatre department, always look out for those wait lists, or feel free to email us as well. And we can tell you more about that. But musical theatre classes, let me tell you what we have, because these are super fun. I partook in the tap class for adults last session, and adults, if you were just looking to carve out some time for yourselves, it was amazing. It was so much more than a tap class. The bond that we all had, it was so much fun. And it's every level. If you've never tapped before, if you're kind of rekindling your old tapping flame, Bree is a fantastic teacher, and she's able to incorporate every level into the class. So the adult tap class, we have 2 of those, one in the morning and one in the evening. I believe those are on Thursdays. We also have mini musical theatre stars, and that's a beautiful class for our younger kids. My laptop just died, so now I have to go from memory. It's for our younger kids who, really want to be involved in a big musical with us someday, like one of the bigger productions someday, but they're just afraid of, it's intense, they want to kind of just get their feet wet. And also sometimes it can be a scheduling issue. If your child's not available to rehearse with us on Saturday, as we do, and we're there for 5 or 6 hours, this is a great little kind of an intro, and they get to choreograph and dance to 3 musical theatre songs. So those are on Mondays. What else do we have in our Mellow Musical? We have mini musical. Oh, musical theatre dance with Capriel is a beautiful class for our slightly older kids, 8 to 13, I believe it is. And it's the same concept as mini musical theatre stars, except it's for the older kids, and it's a little bit more intense, and they're learning a little bit more, and it's a nice second class, next level class to mini musical theatre stars once they hit 8 years of age. I've spoken about improv before. So much fun. We have tons of improv classes available on Mondays with the funny Mike Devine, and then I teach one on Wednesdays in Milton. His classes are in Quincy. That as well. We have classes in Quincy and Milton. So that's kind of a taste. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Mel might be offering a small discount for Labor Day. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, if you have any other questions and you're a little bit confused and you're like, I really don't know what direction to go in, please feel free to reach out by email. I love nothing more than hearing about your child. And if I know them already, I might have a good idea of where I feel they should be headed toward, like what class would be a good fit for them. We're also rolling out private lessons with Mellow Musical this fall, which will be great. And that will be in singing lessons, voice lessons, dancing, acting, and piano. So keep an eye out for those as well. So we have so much exciting stuff coming up, and just stay tuned. We've got 2 Facebook pages, Mellodrama and Mellow Musical, and 2 websites, mellodramakids.com and mellowmusical.org. And like I said, we are always available for you to reach out, ask us questions. We want you to get involved. It's a lot of fun. The kids learn great skills, and at the end of the day, we're just one big family over here, and you're welcome. All right, guys, have a fabulous rest of your summer, and we hope to see you in Mellodrama or Mellow Musical this fall. See you soon.